Yeah, okay, I'll be there in a minute. Just get in the car, get your coat. We'll be out there going. I got a call to make. Just get in the car, please. Thank you. Come on, Max. It'll be the first Saturday in 3 years that you aren't home. Oh, you're home. Hey, who do you think it is? It's Jack, your best friend. Listen, would you mind picking up the mail here for the next couple of days? Oh, me and Alice are going to go see Jack Jr. Oh, that's right. You didn't know. You've been on aloof for a while. Well, sit down. Just sit down. This is not a life and death story. I've not got a cornea or hernia or whatever. And it all started about 4 years ago. Jack just finished school, got his college degree. He came by to see me. Said, sit down. So I sat down. And then there it came. I am gay. No, not me. No, not you. Jack Jr. Floored. Of course I was floored. I just kind of started, shouldn't I think some kind of phase like the Macarena, how it just kind of comes and it goes and da-da-da-da-da. And he just kind of shrugged and half smiled and says, no, Pop. I think I've been like this ever since I was a little kid. And this is really, it took a lot for me to come to tell you this, and I just really need this to be okay with you and Ma. I mean, what are you going to do? It's your son. I mean, I love this kid to death. I just kind of took his hand in mine and says, son, you are very brave. You are a brave man to me. I love you now. I love you forever. And thank you for telling me this. No, I thought I handled that well, didn't I? That's what I thought. The missus, she didn't handle it too well. Her face kind of turned that really, 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 really deep red. You know, when you're married, you know that one dress that your Mary has that you don't let her wear on, except for on special occasions? Deeper than that red, okay? Anyway, all I could do was what I always do. We got on the Chrysler, we drove around the block. And all she was saying was, how could she do this to me, Jack? How could he do this to me? First of all, she's not a she, it's a he, it's your son. And what did he do to you? He didn't do anything to you. Why are you making this about you? You don't understand. When he was a little boy, remember how I taught him to dance with all those Frank Sinatra records? I always told him when he got married, he danced with his mom to Come Fly Away, and now he's with guys, and I don't know him anymore. I can't ever talk to him like this anymore. That's why don't ever say that. Don't ever say that. I'm telling you, it was a mess around here for about a year and a half. And then about 2 years later, I get a call from San Francisco. No, not Tony Bennett. Jack Jr. He said, Dad, I got wonderful news. Are you sitting down? What's it with my son and me sitting down? What's going on with this? It's okay, I sat down. He says, I'm getting married. Well, congratulations, boy. Who's the lucky guy? His name is Charles. Charles, that guy that always answers your phone, I thought it was your superintendent trying to fix your pipes. You're always talking about the water. No, Dad. I fell in love with him. I'm going to marry him. Going to be married here in 2 weeks. And it wouldn't be right unless you and Ma were here. Please say you'll come. What can I do? Jack, don't worry. I promise we will be there. Again, I thought I handled it okay, but the wife, she didn't do so well. I'm not going, she said. You're going. I'm not going. You're going. I'm not going. You're going. I'm not going. You're going. So basically I ended up making about 5 vodka martinis, stuffed her into our Schnauzer's pet carrier, and we got on the flight. And let me tell you something about San Francisco. It's a really lot of gays and lesbian peoples out there. It's like Starbucks. They're all over the place. Well, anyway, we got off the plane. We finally got to meet Charles. He's a really lovely man. Apparently, my son's marrying an architect. Designs a lot of fancy schmancy buildings downtown. And that's basically where we headed downtown. We went to City Hall, and that's where the marriage was. And let me tell you something, I was impressed. My boy did good. They had a justice of a peace. No, actually, it was a woman, which I thought was kind of cool. Yeah, I know. The old guys can think things are cool. Go figure. I mean, they exchanged vows that they had written. Oh, man. My boy's got the gift of gab, I'll tell you right now. He had smoother lines than I had when I met my Alice. And they were from the heart. You can tell that. And Charles, soul of a freaking poet. They gave their vows, they exchanged rings, and they kissed. And I ain't talking like a kiss, like a little peck on the cheek. I'm talking like a kiss like you, me, and our dates used to do in our senior year of high school. Those kind. Now, as soon as my wife came to after that, we headed down to the reception area. Got to meet Charles's parents. Apparently, they own like half of Napa Valley, Silicon Valley, Apple Valley. I don't know. And I'll tell you, but the food was excellent. I had this barbecue pork rib thing on rice. The meat was off the bone. It was so tasty. But then the real kicker happened. Charles' dad got up and just announced, "Ladies and gentlemen, Jack Jr. and my son Charles, their first dance as a married couple." And they got out to the floor and they started to dance. My boy could cut a rug, and he still looked good in that tux. And then he could hit me with a feather. The music that came on, it was the chairman himself singing "Come Fly Away." I could barely turn to my wife. I heard that napkin go down. I almost heard the slam of that napkin on the table. And she walked out right onto the dance floor, tapped her son on the shoulder. And he turned around and says, "Yes, Ma." And all she said was, "Can I have this dance?" And they got together and they danced, and I swear, you know I am not a teary man, Max, but I was bawling like a 2-year-old. I mean, she's a large lady, but she's so light on her feet. All those, that time when they were just angry at each other, just melted away. I got up and I danced with Charles. Then Charles's mom got up and danced with my wife, and I danced with Charles' dad. I'll tell you, it was a homosexual horror up there, I'm telling you right now. It was amazing. But that's not the great news. Are you sitting down? Good. Now, congratulate me. Just congratulate me. I'll tell you why you're congratulating me as soon as you congratulate me. Okay, you ready? I'm going to be a grandpa. Ha! That's right. Got a call about 2 weeks ago. And those two boys are adopting this sweet little 1-month-old baby girl from Vietnam. And they're naming her Jessica. Jessica Alice. And right now, so me and Grandma are going to go see our new little grandbaby. We're not the only grandparents without grandkids on the avenue anymore. You know what's amazing? I mean, you want the best for your kids. You want them to be happy, safe, successful. He's found love. He's successful. And he's about to start a family. The most important, he's happy. And he's not hurting anybody. He's not getting hurt. Yeah, of course there was a real wedding. Someone presided. They said "I do." They exchanged rings. Of course it counts. Hey, Alice, doesn't the wedding count? See, she's nodding, and you know my wife's right about everything. Just remember, if they're happy, ain't in there what all matters. Well, anyway, Grandpa Jack's gotta go make silly faces at his granddaughter. I'll talk to you when I get back.